Welcome back guys. Today I am going to review a product that will give you theater-like experience from the comfort of your home. The product I am talking is MI TV 4X, which is a 65-inch 4K TV which gives you a best-in-class video plus audio experience. I have been using this product from last 6 months and I am going to give the full in-depth analysis of the product and is this a best buy for you. So without wasting any time, let's review this product. And by the way, this is Vikram and you're watching Techno Tumble. So what I am going to do is I am going to break this review into different parts and I will give my verdict at the end after considering all the aspects of, after reviewing all the aspects about this TV. So first let's start with the design. Since this is an affordable TV, the design is simplistic, build quality is good but not excellent. TV has a metallic frame with MI logo in the bottom. The bezels are minimum and design of the TV keep the attention focused to the screen. Since the TV is made of all plastic but it has the metallic bezels and they are minimum, they're very small. Also the TV can be mounted on the wall, but if you want to place it on the table then you will need a large table since this TV is massive. So let's talk about the display. This is the most important aspect to consider while purchasing a new TV. This is because the user interacts with the display the whole time. So the display is massive. It is a 65-inch LED panel which is made by LG. The resolution is 4K and it has a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, which is a good for a TV. In addition, the TV also sports 10 with HDR content and all the processing is done by A53 based core processor, which is coupled with 2 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage. The color reproduction is amazing. The 4K HDR recreates true to life images and the only downside is the LED panel. Since it is not capable of delivering deep blacks. Well, this is not the fault with this particular TV, it is the fault with all the LED panels in the market and only the old OLED panels can counter this problem. So what the issue is here, that if you're watching a dark content or the night scenes of this movie or a serial, you will notice that the TV struggles to provide us the pure black scenes and you will see the grace factor in the picture quality. So if Xiaomi would have gone for the OLED panels, then it would have increased their price tremendously. So let's talk about the sound quality. The TV has a bottom firing speakers which are which gives us the 20 watt of sound output coming from two identical drivers, which also supports Dolby and DTS HD audio formats. I would say that in my testing I found that sound quality is not up to the mark. Well, it serves its purpose, but you have to and also the sound quality is crystal clear, but there is no punchy bass. So if you want cinematic experience, then you have to purchase a soundbar, which would add some additional cost to your product. But I would say that these speakers provided by Xiaomi serves their purpose and you can live with it if you don't want to purchase another accessories. So let's talk about the specifications. The TV features 3 HDMI ports, the 2 USB ports and 1 antenna facing to the right side of the television. The AV inputs and Ethernet port face downwards. There is also a power cable on the left side of the TV and it's long enough to reach the other side of the TV. Also the TV supports Bluetooth, HDMI, ARC, so plenty of audio devices can be connected to this TV. So let's talk about the remote control. The remote is made up of entirely plastic and it is very light. The design of the remote is simple and minimal. I like the minimal design since it helps in easy navigation through the TV OS. There are also hotkeys for Netflix and Amazon Prime and these are buttons required to use their apps on the TV. And also the Xiaomi's own patch file interface is there, which is the Xiaomi's own skin on the base of Android OS. For example, if like they have MIUI on the top of an Android OS on the mobile devices, such like that only they have patchwork in OS interface which is on the top of Android OS, and also there's a dedicated button to navigate to the patchwork launcher. So you can go to the Google launcher, Android launcher or patchwork launcher. You have the options to go to the both of it. So let's talk about patchwork. The patchwork version is v3.2 and patchwork UI. I like using the patchwork since it has very interactive UI. It supports 15 languages, and also you get the suggestions from all the apps based on your search history. So you don't have to struggle to go to Netflix or Amazon Prime or another app of your choice and search for the TV shows which you want to see. The patchwork will provide you all in the single place, and you will get suggestions based on your search history. Another good thing about this TV is that it has a Chromecast inbuilt. So what you can do is you can cast whatever you are viewing on your smartphone to your TV directly, and it will provide us a 4K or full HD quality based on your internet connection. I really like this Chromecast functionality, and I am using this a lot. So whenever I am watching videos, I just cast it on my TV, and I have a theater-like cinematic experience. So now I'm going to talk about the first thing of this TV, and it is its boot process. Yes, the TV takes a painfully long time if you are booting it, like it takes around 30 to 40 seconds to boot it. But this only happens if you power off the TV from the if you unplug the TV from the electric supply. But if you are the best thing about this TV is if you are just shutting down this TV from the remote control, it just resumes what you were playing if you turn it back on, and it just turns back on in just 5 to 10 seconds. So I think that we can so I think it is a good part about the TV. So this was about the review of this TV. My final verdict is that this TV is highly affordable, and you get the massive 65-inch TV with 4K resolution at a price point of 55,000, which is amazing. If you have gone for its competitors, then you have to spend double amount of price to get the same amount of specifications and features. The LED panel is amazing, and I think that it is the best in class LED panel you are getting at this price point. The picture quality is amazing. So yes, there are some downsides about this TV, but I would say that we can neglect them because of the price we are paying, and I would say that you should definitely go to buy this TV if you want to purchase some new TV for you. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and because these things keep me motivated. Till then, see you. Bye bye. See you in the next one.